That might be our greatest thumbnail to date.
Period, honestly. Thank God for that creative brain over there. Hey guys, welcome back to Two Girls, One Bong.
The podcast that's better if you're stoned, and if you're not, I'm going to hide under your bed and nibble on your toes in the middle of the night. My name is MacDizzle.
I'm Joya. You might recognize us from your favorite viral video, or you might have been watching our content for the last 8 years.
If you're new here, welcome. As my gorgeous friend Joya just said, we've been making content together for almost a decade. We are the original two girls. If you see other two girls out there, know that we did it first after, two girls shit in each other's mouths, and then we came.
Right.
So
we're the original, not repulsive, disgusting, traumatic, like worst thing you ever saw in your entire life. We're that first two girls.
Yeah, we're the original rebranded two girls. Period. So let's dive on in. I was kind of dying at your freestyle this morning or today with the I'll nibble on your toes, because I feel like that some people might like that.
Might be into that. They might be like,
but also I feel like unwanted toe nibbles by someone you're not expecting in the middle of the night is going to be a frightening experience, regardless of your sexual preference.
That's true. Even if you like your toes nibbled.
Even if a man or a woman loves their toes being sucked on, if I'm in your house unexpectedly underneath your bed and I wake you, talk to me. Do you remember Talk to Me?
Yes.
Where she had the foot in her mouth. That's me.
Oh my fucking God. Honestly, holy shit. If anybody listening right now, if you haven't seen the movie Talk to Me and you like scary movies, go run, don't walk. It is so fucking good. It is so scary. And there's a couple of really funny, like
if you're really gross and dark, they're really funny.
Yeah.
And I think a majority of the people in that theater were gross and dark because everybody was laughing with that.
Yeah. I think in general, people who watch scary movies for entertainment, like they probably, like most people that watch scary. Yeah. Like most people that watch scary movies would be like in that category.
That would make sense.
But that is a really good movie. So if you like scary movies, go watch it. It was so good.
It was. Shout out to Australia for making that.
Australia has so many good things, honestly.
Yo, Rajul was watching this thing the other morning. It was yesterday, maybe yesterday morning, and it enraged me. I made him turn it off because I was just getting angry listening to it. And it was this 35-year-old woman from Australia who started relations with an Indigenous 13-year-old.
No.
Had a baby. They have 2 kids and they're still together.
What?
And in Australia, she's not in jail. Well, I don't know if she went to jail, what happened, but she should be rotting in prison.
She's a pedophile.
Imagine the reverse. A man impregnated a 13-year-old. Bury him under the fucking jail. I feel no different about this. She's disgusting.
Yep.
Ew, 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 ew. You're touching on a child. You're fucking disgusting. Anyways, and so he was listening to this interview and they're talking. And the interviewer asks the guy a question, the boy who's married to her, and they're older now. They're obviously, she's 50 and he's 30.
Oh my God. Wow. That's crazy.
So he asks him, the interviewer asks him a question. He starts to answer it and she interrupts him and is like, well, tell him what you actually did. Well, tell him what you actually did. So it's just I can already see the level of manipulation that this man has lived under for the last 20 plus years. Mm-hmm. And he has no idea that there's anything different. People are like, oh, this is a love story. No, it's not a love fucking story. This is a child who is manipulated to the point that they've stayed with their fucking, what's it called?
Abuser.
What's the person who inflicts their abuser, that they're staying with their abuser, the person who perpetuates this abuse. That's disgusting. And I started getting so mad. I said, you need to turn this off. I can't listen to this woman. They're giving this woman a platform to speak about molesting children. It's
disgusting. It's disgusting. And not to mention the racial implications, her being white and him being Indigenous. Did you see that the fucking Australian government literally just voted, in the last week, they voted that they will not be recognizing the Indigenous people under their population? Yeah. Yeah, let me
shout out to the Australians.
No, you're right. Yeah, fuck Australia.
They voted for that.
Yeah, literally, and it was the actual people voted for it.
There's so many white people in Australia that are just so ignorant. Because if you need to think about the South. Think about the South of America. All right, lots of ignoramus out there, and they make up a huge portion of our votes. There are so many people in Australia who are kind of, I don't want to say white trash in that kind of sense, but like that's how I would classify white Americans who are uneducated and, stupid.
Yeah.
And so they have like their own population of the South in Australia. That's just ignorant, privileged, thinks things are better the way that they,
and they're probably also poor.
Yes, and poor white people love to blame brown people for that.
Yeah.
It's the most bizarre thing in the
Yeah.
world.
Yeah. Blame people, black people, brown people for all of your problems because you're not rich like
Oh my
them. I mean,
God.
that's a huge issue. What?
The other day we were driving home and there was this guy with his car, and on the back of his car he painted "Socialism is slavery." And it was like a beat up car that he bought at like a police auction. I was like, well, it looks like you're really crushing it at capitalism, my guy.
Yeah.
Looks like
Fucking
capitalism
idiot.
is the thing for you. You're doing great under capitalism. Winner.
I honestly, I really just cannot. I cannot believe people. They're so fucking dumb. I remember saying a long time ago too, like, I feel like we associate a British accent with like intelligence.
And class.
Yeah. And then we associate a Southern accent with like the opposite. And I remember Adam saying like, which is stupid. It's not right.
It's not true and it's not fair. And it's right. Just perpetuated in stereotype.
It's stupid. But I remember him, like, he had a professor who he loved so much, who was like woke as fuck and like a really wonderful person. And I remember him saying like, don't say that, because my professor is a really great person and she has like a super thick, she's like from Mississippi or something. But then it's, again, that's like dumbest. It's also dumb as fuck that we associate British accent with intelligence. Like, so stupid. Like, why do we do that?
Fucking dumb. Well, it's honestly, it's propaganda. It goes all the way
David
back to
Attenborough is what it is.
How dare he have that sexy voice on the planet?
David Attenborough. He is the smartest man that I have ever come across, ever.
The man is literally just reading a script.
Yeah. But yeah. No,
but
you're
I
right.
think it really just goes back to like literally like when America was created. Like the British people have always been like, we're the best and we drink tea and have petticoats.
Oh my God. Okay, that just reminded me of, because I know a British person in real life who actually
a lot of British people do think that they're smarter than everyone else.
Yeah, they do. I mean, yeah,
it's like a thing out there.
It goes back and I think it's both, like, because Americans think we're better than everyone else too.
Well, so here's the thing. I have a kind of a unique American experience because I wasn't born here, so I know how people talk about Americans.
You knew that from a very young age, because I also have experienced that in the last like 15 years or so.
Yeah, so from a very young age, I've understood how people talk about Americans, and they're not hype on us. So I have been a very humble American my whole life. Now, yes, there's a huge population of ignoramus that's like, these colors don't run. Who thinks that America's like that guy.
Yeah.
But yeah, no, the British people and the American people who are doing it, the same, just a different accent.
Yeah, totally.
You're not better than anyone. People have literal holidays celebrating getting away from you. So relax.
Right. Our Independence Day, is that what you're referring to?
Well, like how many other people have an Independence Day from the UK?
Yeah,
from Britain,
definitely.
you know?
Yep, totally. Yeah, that's funny. I was gonna say, you saying something about tea just reminded me of the whole like the British cuisine. And I saw a TikTok the other day that was like, it was like British lasagna, and it was like basically like French toast.
Were they trolling or
probably, but it was funny. It was like French toast, like they made like French toast pieces and then they like slathered it in beans and put cheese and then layered it and then they put it in the air fryer. And oh my God, I was literally just dying, because they actually do, like, beans on toast is not just like, oh, it's a British thing, some people eat it. It's like fucking really popular.
It's like avocado toast out there.
Right. It's like, but except it's not, because avocado
toast is good.
And also people like avocado toast is like a running joke that like only like spoiled rich people
eat.
Yeah, exactly. Beans on toast is like fucking a really popular thing. So yeah, that's pretty funny.
Honestly, I'm not gonna knock it till I try it, because I like toast and I like beans.
Me too, but I just can't. I can't.
Because let's think about this. Think about a piece of Texas toast. Let's Americanize it a little bit. Think about a piece of Texas toast. You got some baked beans on the side. You sop up some of the beans with the toast. That's probably fire.
Yeah.
No, they're not making it with soul.
No.
I just know beans have not 1 ounce of soul in them.
And they make it on like regular fucking toast. Like just regular, like, because yeah, when you put it like that, Texas toast, like a nice thick piece of toast, and like some
fucking
delicious
barbecue beans
that have been going for
simmering for 8 years. They've been literally in the crock pot for 8 years.
Dude, I that just reminded me, I'm going to Thailand next week. By the time this episode is out,
it's finally here.
I know, I can't believe it. Like when this comes out, I'm literally gonna be in Thailand. But there is like a stew in Bangkok that has been going for 50 years. Like 50 years it's been.
They just keep the stock going?
It's never been off of the fire for 50 years.
So how do they just keep adding more to it?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
So there's like an original bit of stock that keeps perpetuating into the rest that's added.
I think there's probably not. Yeah, maybe.
Because they're not emptying it out.
No, they're not. Right.
You know?
So there's got to be
an original bit
some
in
particles.
There. It's diluted. Yeah. It's diluted, but it's there.
Yeah. So we're definitely going to go eat that. I know. Isn't that amazing? Like, that's crazy. There's something like it in the US too. It has the term is perpetual stew, I think. And some people do it where they just, you don't turn it off. Like
it doesn't go bad if you just keep it hot forever?
If it stays above the like bacteria line, the
whatever the temperature is for bacteria to survive.
Correct.
Wow, what an interesting way to think about preserving food.
Yeah, totally.
Because we're all about refrigeration and freezing, when really maybe there's certain things like we could, like apocalyptic, we're running low on food. Stews. These stews have been kept in these warm chambers for years, and they'll sustain our population for 10 years.
Well, it's like it has to be like hot.
Stewing. No, it has to be hot. You know what I mean?
Hot.
But like you act like we have freezer rooms. I can make a stew room.
Totally.
If the technology exists to freeze blast things.
Honestly,
definitely.
The possibilities are endless during the apocalypse. They're both limited and endless. Who knows what we'd have access to in the apocalypse?
Not a lot, but also everything.
Exactly.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I might just find some untouched uranium. What am I going to do with that?
That would be sick.
She said that would be sick. Oh. You found some uranium. What are we doing with it?
What does uranium do again?
I think they use it to like build things.
I'm thinking of vibranium and fucking Black Panther.
Not a real element, my queen.
Nuclear
that's real, right?
No, I do not think that. I'm not a fucking idiot. Okay, we joke on this podcast. Uranium makes nukes. So
period. I'm good. I'm building bombs for the zombies. I don't know. I'm assuming it's a zombie apocalypse.
Right. Who knows what the actual? Yeah, that's funny. Good old zombies. That's such a. It's so funny how like just cultural themes like make up the way we think about things. Like we talk about the apocalypse and immediately your brain goes to zombies. And like me too. Like
I'm not thinking with the theological, like religious apocalypse. That's not what's happening. It's obviously going to be zombies, and they're going to be hopefully slow or running. There's no, and that's one of those two apocalypses that exist. There's the slow zombie apocalypse or the fast zombie apocalypse. I don't see a medium ground for them. Like I'm just like maybe it's the zombie apocalypse, but like you're as in shape as you were as a human. So if you're being chased by me, as long as you can run longer than 30 seconds, you'll be good.
Right.
Because my zombie carcass is now exhausted.
No, that is fucking funny. Now that I realize it, why don't we ever see any, big zombies? They're all skinny. Why is that?
No, that's not true. If you remember in Zombieland, he said the first ones to go were the people who were out of shape.
Oh.
But there are definitely fat zombies in the apocalypse.
Oh, okay.
But he said the people who were out of shape and couldn't run the longest were the first people to die. Because the zombies were fucking track stars.
But then they turn into zombies.
Yes.
Right.
And then they become track stars. They gain a new sense of stamina in death. Right. And they can run like they never run before. Have we considered doing that for Olympians?
Honestly, I mean,
have we considered that Simone Biles might be fucking dead?
Simone Biles is a gymnast, you dumbass.
But like the endurance, she's got to be able to keep moving for a long time. Yo, did you see that she's like the most decorated gymnast, man or woman, like alive?
Period. No, I did not, but that is amazing and wonderful.
And I feel like this is just a sign, like, people of color, join gymnastics. I know it's like a rich white girl sport, but y'all,
it is one of those for sure. It's
look
like
at who, like literally, like one of the very few women of color in the sport, smashing it.
Yeah. Just absolutely killing it. Venus Williams was at ACL a couple weeks ago when I was there.
I saw a girl take a
She's an American treasure. Yeah.
Yeah.
I saw that too. No, yeah, she came on. We were watching Little Sims, who's like a British rapper, and she came on the screen and everybody started freaking out. And everybody around me was like, who is that? And I was like, Venus Williams.
You don't know the second half of the Williams duo?
Literally, I'm like, first of all, it's definitely a Williams sister. Second of all, it's not Serena. So that only leaves one.
Yeah, you can tell when a Williams walks into the room because they are built
Stallion.
Built different.
Yeah.
And yeah, we know what Serena looks like because she's been all over the news her whole fucking life.
Yeah, I feel like I know her face a little bit better than Venus.
Yes, I'm extremely familiar with Serena Williams' face and like her whole everything because I love her and I follow her.
Yeah. And also she has like 2 like small kids. I think she like just had a baby. So I was like,
she literally like stopped playing the sport, had a baby, and then came back and then had another baby, I think.
Yeah.
She's like, I'm good on sports now. I'm just gonna like be a mom.
Period, girl. Honestly.
And as you should. Like, that's crazy that she's had like this kind of career. Like, you really need to think about like the length of athletes' careers. Like, there are some people like Brady, Serena, who have outlived their competitors by decades.
Right. Yep. Like, totally. I was just gonna say, I'm also thinking of Beyonce being like basically 30 years into her career almost.
And I hate to say it, but T Swizzle has found a way to remain relevant in a way that just makes me want to smash her face. I don't like her.
She spans generations for sure.
Can I tell you something can I rant about Taylor Swift right now and tell you why I feel how I feel about her?
I don't subscribe to the Taylor Swift hate for no reason, but I will listen to you. I will hear you out.
Hear me out.
Okay.
When I was young, I dated this boy.
Oh, I've heard this story. Okay, go ahead.
He used to date this girl who was obsessed.
A Swiftie, you might say.
Obsessed. And this is when Facebook status updates were like the thing.
Right.
You needed when somebody updated their status, their relationship status, whatever, like that was the thing to do. And so she was always subbing me, sending me fucking shots on her status updates by writing these dumbass little Taylor Swift fucking lyrics like, she's not, she's an actress, something mattress, like just calling me a whore, more or less, via Taylor Swift's pick me lyrics. Because let's be fucking clear, her lyrics are, she is like queen of the pick me's. Hi, hello, it's her. Hi, it's her. She's the pick me, it's her.
Yeah. We are talking about
her earlier music for sure.
Right, we're talking about 15 years ago. Yeah. Yes. So
her earlier music, absolutely pick me central. And so her music was weaponized against me in a way that it made me feel poorly about who I was as a person because I was sexually active with a boy who I was dating and she had a problem with it. It was just like, this was my boyfriend. She was mad because I was dating her ex.
His ex-girlfriend. Got it.
Yes, his ex-girlfriend is the one who was like turning up on me. But like she like literally like started bullying me with Taylor Swift lyrics. And I'm like, what is your fucking problem? Like, why are you doing this? And so I've always kind of had that in my head. Like, I'm just like annoyed with that. Like, it just hurts my heart. I'm like, fuck Taylor. Fuck her and her stupid lyrics. And so as an adult, I've worked past it. Like I actually enjoy a couple Taylor songs. Rajul likes Taylor Swift, some of her songs. And so I've like turned a page in my book where it's like I don't associate her with that
With
hatred in my heart anymore.
That's good.
However,
I
now she
knew
has
there was a
infiltrated the
however
fucking
coming.
NFL, and I can't hear anything about
No,
sports. I can't
okay.
watch anything about sports
I'm like,
without seeing her and Travis Kelce.
I'm like,
And
but
I know that's not her fault.
it's not-
I know that's not her fault.
right,
But
of course.
unfortunately, I have to direct my hatred towards her.
Now, right, like now it's like now you've infiltrated something that's so far away. Like literally, there's on this end of the spectrum, it's
I was safe here.
Swifties. What?
I thought it was safe over here.
Right. And then at this end of the spectrum, it's fucking macho football guys. But I'm also dying like, do you watch football?
I listen to a lot of football because Rajul
Right. So
watches a
he's
lot of
watching it, but
football.
you can just hear
So
it.
it's always on.
Okay.
And so
Okay.
here's my thing. So even though I don't necessarily partake in the sport and watch a lot of it, I still see it on my newsfeed. I opened my phone and I had an Apple notification saying Taylor Swift and Travis Kelce spotted in New York together.
What?
Apple News reported that to me.
Oh, okay. News. Okay. I'm like, why the fuck would your phone just tell you that out of nowhere? Okay. Yeah, that's stupid. It's stupid. That's annoying for sure.
Thank you. It's like the same thing with this Jada Pinkett stuff. I don't want to know anymore.
I don't care. I don't care.
I don't want to know.
Yeah.
Like if I want to know, I will go buy the book.
Yeah, totally. Yeah, like that's enough. Yeah, I definitely feel you. The NFL has taken the absolute most advantage of the whole Taylor Swift situation. They were saying that like the Kelce
There was something
jerseys.
like 27. There were 27 cut shots to her in a game.
Oh wow, yeah. I mean, she's so fucking famous. Like it's crazy. But yeah, they said that they sold out the Kelce jerseys were sold out completely within like 3 days
Which
of
is
the.
so weird. Like what bizarre behavior her fans have.
I think that also it's people that are buying them to resell them. I feel like there's people that there's this additional value.
But because they know a bunch of little girls are gonna go try and buy that. Like that's bizarre.
Yeah, definitely, it's very weird. I agree, but also it's the I consider myself because I like some of her music. I don't really like anything that's been released in the last besides her re-recording.
The remake of her last stuff.
Her re-recording, yeah. I like some of those because they're music from, when I did used to listen to her. But I definitely do not consider myself a Swiftie. I do see the difference between someone who likes Taylor Swift and enjoys her music and is fucking obsessed with her. I think people
Raja
are
was
very
driving
weird.
a girl. Raja was driving a girl who is like, yeah, Taylor Swift is my Lord and Savior.
Oh my God. That's so weird.
She was in her 30s.
Okay. That's so weird. Did you see the video of that? It's two of them like walking together and somebody goes, Taylor, I love you more than life itself. I'm like, so weird. Like,
you're literally bizarre.
I definitely am totally okay with celebrity obsessions. Like, I feel like I have I definitely have some celebrities that I love. Like if I saw them, I would want to give them a huge warm hug. Love them. But
there's some people who I really care about seeing them do well.
Totally.
But that's really what it comes down to. It's not like I love you more than I love myself.
No.
What?
I love you more than life itself.
You're my reason to wake up in the morning. Your music saved my life. It's never that deep for me. I understand that music is that deep for a lot of people. It's just not for me.
Have you seen though, just to pivot, I was reading about how how sounds and frequencies have such a huge effect on our bodies and just the world in general. Have you seen those videos where people will make a sound with some sort of instrument and with a pile of rice on a table on a tray, and they make some sort of sound and the rice will form into different patterns based on whatever the sound was? You haven't seen this? Dude. Okay. Or sand or whatever, some sort of.
Makes sense though, because there's certain frequencies that can move particles,
Yes, and that's definitely what they're doing.
They've recently legalized some kind of sound sonar thing for kidney stones.
Interesting.
Yeah, to obliterate the kidney stones with sound. Isn't that interesting?
That's so cool
Yeah.
because
Isn't that so cool?
kidney stones are like one of the most painful things that people can go through, I've heard. Which my
Well,
ex-brother-in-law
for a
got them,
man, I would
and I
say.
wish. Well, no, I mean women still have a urethra,
I understand, but women also birth children. So.
but you don't birth children through your urethra.
I know. I think childbirth is worse, though, ripping from your V to your A.
And not everybody rips from their V to their A, but I would agree.
Do.
I'm sure that
cesarean section. They cut me
yeah.
open and they took the child out from betwixt my ribs.
I hated that.
I don't know.
But that's really interesting. Yeah, I'm gonna.
It is
an
extremely painful,
painful
thing to endure. Do painkillers help with that? Like, if you just like took like a bunch of like oxy, would that help?
I feel like it would have to because painkillers
at a certain point, like you just kind of lose feeling.
Yeah, but I don't know. That's a good question. I know. I just remember. We have a mutual friend that was in the hospital for them, and she was.
I know.
They gave her. They gave her. They didn't give her ketamine. They forcefully.
They forced ketamine.
Yes.
Which isn't a pain reliever.
No, it's a calm down because she was fucking freaking out.
I went to her with her once to the ER.
Oh,
and
man.
She very much does panic in there.
Yeah.
She's
I mean,
loud, she screams, and I understand she's in pain, but
Yeah,
there was
who
another girl
doesn't?
there who had the same problem.
A kidney stone?
There was another girl with kidney stones, and I'm not trying to be like, this is how you should behave, but like maybe meet her halfway.
Right. Like be more
because
like
like for hours at a time.
Uh-huh.
I know your throat hurts.
Yeah,
I just know your throat hurts.
More pain. I definitely don't ever want to get kidney stones. We were also talking about migraines just before we started recording. I never want to get a fucking migraine. I never want to get a kidney stone.
Is such fucking wealth, bro.
Period.
Did you see that Dope is Yola? And I'm not talking shit about Dope is Yola. I think Thomas is a cool fucking guy.
Yeah.
I'm literally just referencing health is wealth right now.
Yeah.
That he went to a back doctor and like he used to do like lifting and construction work back in the day. So he has some back problems. He has like 4 like shattered. It wasn't like shattered vertebrae, but it was like some very serious issues happening in his back, and he just never got it checked out. He was just always like, "Oh, it's just like a little issue."
Yeah. Also, I feel like
if he didn't.
Back pain is one of those things that like everyone has that you
kind of endure.
Yeah.
You know?
Go ahead.
And so he went to a doctor and he finally got it also like looked at, and they said like if he doesn't make changes, he'll be in a wheelchair in 10 years.
What? Damn. Oh my God, that's crazy.
Yeah.
Wow. Thank God he went to go get it checked.
Yes, bro.
Damn.
Literally, I'm so happy that he did, because like now he can really like start to do the things to strengthen the back muscles that like need to happen, you know?
Yeah. Dude, that's crazy. That reminds me of I have been working like very like concentrating on my squat form. And you know how one of the things you're supposed to do is like tighten your core?
You chest out, tighten in.
Yeah,
like, literally just putting my chest out, I feel like tightens my core.
Yeah. You're supposed to fucking like really engage that shit. But my trainer was telling me that if you took the spine out of the body, it's like a spaghetti noodle.
Like, so it's the muscles that move the spine, not the spine that moves, right? So the spine is like a spaghetti noodle, and the things that are moving it are your back muscles.
Yeah, for sure, right?
Okay.
Yeah, but she was saying that like if you don't have that tight, because your core tightening your core stabilizes your spine, so it's not like spaghetti. Those muscles, they tighten it up, so it's like straight.
Got you.
And she was saying like if you basically, it was like you're supposed to like hold your breath till you go down and then blow out when you come back up. And she was saying, yeah, like if you don't stabilize your spine, like you have your spine is like wiggling underneath the weight that you have on. So really interesting. The human body is crazy. Did you see the Lego set that's like the human body?
I'm gonna get that for my brother. It's probably like 10 grand.
Do you think?
They're so expensive. Legos are really expensive. I buy my brother and my nephew Legos, and it's like $150 for a box like this big.
For
like
a box,
900 pieces. And I know a human body is going to be like
thousands for sure. It was like the muscles. It's not like a skeleton. It's like all the muscles.
Oh no, I'm sure it's like they got like different colored pinks for the muscles and stuff. It's probably really cool. Lego does some really cool shit.
Can't even fucking find it on Google. So
I'm gonna take this rip.
Oh yeah, me too. Cheers.
Cheers. Ooh. I really want to talk about Krishan Rock and Blueface.
This is my Taylor Swift.
Anything? Yeah, this is your Taylor Swift.
I've seen some stuff, but
have you seen the song disses that have been exchanged recently?
I saw Krishan's song. I did not see anything from Blueface, but I will. Before you start, actually, I would like to say that the other baby mama, Jaden, she dropped a song recently that honestly,
motherfucker.
Hello,
that's
motherfucker.
Her diss track that's her diss track to Krishan.
Well, I'm not gonna lie, I added it to my playlist.
No, it's going up on TikTok right now.
I love it. Like, I'm like,
Blueface wrote the bars.
Lips, like whatever the fuck she says.
Built like a Barbie.
Which, girl, let's be real. Be fucking for real.
You're the if they kicked off the line, they said, this one's fucked up. throw her out.
Yeah. I mean, that's like, listen, we're not here to body shame anybody, but I'm just gonna, if I could just have a pass really quick, that's the worst BBL I've ever seen. Okay, you can go ahead, MacDizzle.
That you get that pass, and it's extraordinary.
It's so bad. Like, it's so bad. I'm like,
it's like the way her legs bend in. It's extraordinary. But so that song was a diss towards Krishan.
I kind of felt like yeah, go ahead.
Because she said something of one of the lyrics is like, couldn't keep him with a baby, should have asked me.
Yeah.
Like, it's obviously sending shots at Krishan, and Blueface wrote it.
Yeah.
And it's, okay, so here's the whole situation. So Blueface was with this girl for a long, long time, got famous, started cheating on her a whole bunch, met Krishan, and kind of like started this whole relationship with Krishan and kind of put Jaden on the back burner. Right. Jaden has been fucking with this man loyally for fucking years.
Which
so
is
if
so
anyone
lame.
Deserves to be clouded up from Blueface, it's her. I totally think that she deserves whatever clout and money she's getting right now.
That's
However,
but it's pathetic. But yeah,
it's so pathetic.
Yeah,
like, this man has dogged you out, and now he's making money off of you because because I know one of the things that Krishan said is that he wanted to be in charge of her accounts. He wanted to be in charge of her checks. He wanted to be in charge of all of these things. And she said, no, you can't do that.
Yeah.
And so that caused a huge rift between them. And so I just know Jaden is like, yeah, take everything, whatever. Just take care of me, whatever, you know?
Yeah.
Which is, stand up, girl. Stand up.
Yeah.
Stand up.
Yeah, you're embarrassing us.
This disgusting man does not deserve to make another penny off of these fucking women, all right? Because he is not relevant. He's not putting out music. The music he's putting out is getting like 100,000 hits, which is for a fucking artist that went triple platinum. Whoa.
Yeah. I haven't heard anything from him in months, so whatever he has put out, it hasn't reached me.
So the things that he's putting out are under other people now. These other girls are pushing Blueface's name into fucking relevancy because he put his dick inside of them. He has done, like, it's just so annoying to me. And so when Krishan did this whole Blueface thing with her diss,
yeah,
it was just, who do you think won that exchange, if there is a winner?
You mean so with the song that Krishan just put out with that?
Yeah, versus all the trolling that, because they've put out 4 songs. They've done Stewie, Barbie, Post Op, and Workout.
I don't know any of those besides Barbie, so I'm not 100% sure. But I will say that up until a few days ago, I saw a very disappointing video of Krishan. Do you know what I'm talking about?
Mm-mm.
She
disappoints me on the daily. So
she disappoints me because it makes me sad for her. But this was like disappointing. Like, wow, I literally was ready to go to war for you, girl. Because
she's an idiot. No, she's dumb. She's dumb.
Well, she said that basically she was like, I dress like masculine because I have a son and I'm his mom and dad, and I don't want him to grow up like feminine. So I dressed manly. No, I think that's fucking
Well,
stupid. I think
honey,
that's
I
dumb as
think
fuck. I
that's
think you're a
first of all
homophobe.
homophobic. That's
Yes.
homophobic as fuck. All right,
Period.
nothing wrong with feminine boys. All right, I date one. He's wonderful, and he loves
Literally.
pussy. So, like, move
Right.
past that.
Yeah.
Um, Second of all, dressing as a masculine woman is confusing for a child when you're really trying to set up if you're trying to set up a gender role for your child, dressing up as a man is not going to help.
Yeah.
That's
Right.
just going to
I
confuse the
guess.
lines
Yeah, for
further.
sure. Definitely. It doesn't, yeah. It like, that's not something that even happens. Like, your son might like some music that is like geared towards women, or he might like but it's not like there's so many other factors that
I feel like
contribute to
she's
a child's
always dressed
development.
that way though. So I'm like, why is she now trying to spin it like it's for her son? Because I feel like she's always dressed like that.
Yeah, I don't know. I
She
guess, yeah.
always been kind of a tomboy. She literally plays
Yeah.
football.
Yeah. Yeah. I
So I
mean,
think really what happens is she drinks a lot and she just
oh,
talks and
sure.
talks and talks and talks and talks and just says shit, you know? And so that might be how she feels inside, but that's not actually what she's doing. Like she's been dressing like that. And so she might be trying to justify it by saying like, "No, I don't want my son to do this, but like we've been seeing you dress up like a boy since I've seen you in the news."
I'm looking at the lyrics to Barbie right now. I just had to clarify like what. So there is a
It's shots. They're sending shots at Krishan.
this, yeah, I just think she's so pathetic. It says this my dick, sis. You don't know the baby dad. Wish my ex would play with my baby dad. You ain't gotta ask, bitch. You know he the baby dad. I would never ever lay down with another man. Bills paid, body done. Why I need another man. Dick
Ben
so
Booth
good.
wrote that.
Yeah.
Hilarious.
Dick so good. I'll never leave this brother, man. I'm like, girl, honestly, it is so embarrassing. Like, what are you doing? You look so stupid.
It's embarrassing.
You know, I do. You know what I think about though? Years and years and years ago, Adam and I were having a discussion with our roommate at the time, who is also black, and he was saying basically like he sees black people doing, unsatisfactory things, whatever it is, and he's like, it makes me frustrated because people like, look at a small group of us and then
They're gonna
they
blame everyone. And they're like,
exactly.
everyone's that way.
And I was like, I understand you're obviously, I
Ignorant
get it.
people do that. Yes.
Right, exactly. But I was like, people should be able to do whatever they want and not. That's the problem. Isn't that those people are doing something that is now affecting everyone else? The problem is that there's people who single those
ignorant,
people exactly, who single those people out and then assume that an entire population like acts however
in the same way.
Yeah, but then and we got into it like it was an hours long discussion, and there were many silent.
So what was he trying to be like? Black people should never act out.
Yeah, like he was like talking about people.
You have to act perfect.
No, obviously not. He was saying like I think it was like people. Do you remember years ago when there was like people that went into a restaurant and were like acting all like they were like having a party in there, like, but they were in like a sit down restaurant and they were like up on the fucking. It was like a whole
and then
debate.
they got kicked out, right?
Yeah.
And then it was like this whole.
It was like in
viral
Dallas
thing.
or something.
Yeah, I think I kind of. There's been more than one incident like that.
Definitely, but this is like 5 years ago at least.
Yeah. Okay.
But yeah, he was just like it sucks because other people's actions like are then put onto me, kind of thing, and
that's not their fault.
No, and it's not his. I mean, it's not
it's the ignorant people's fault,
right? But
let's
then
get mad at them.
So a few like weeks later, I don't remember what we were talking about, but I had said something like, "Girl, like I don't know who we were talking about, a celebrity, a woman," and I was like, "Girl, like." You're making us all look bad. Like, what the fuck are you doing? And he came back and was like, oh, so you can care about, or you can, like shame people that are the same gender as you, like, and are now reflecting onto you, but I can't. So we revisit a conversation. I'm like, yeah, it's because no,
I'm always big on not generalizing. I'm
right.
huge about not generalizing because I catch Rajul doing it sometimes. I catch myself doing it, and I'm like, wait, not to generalize.
Yeah, I mean,
I talk shit about men constantly, but if I'm going to be serious about not generalizing,
yeah,
I also have to do that for them.
I talk shit about men, but I feel like it's implied that it's not all men. Like, obviously,
you'd be
not all
surprised how
men are
many men
horrible.
don't know that you're implying that.
I don't want to be anywhere near those people. Yeah. But yeah, I mean, not generalizing is horrible. Generalizing has gotten our society into so many, like, that's really bad. So yes, no generalizing. But all men suck. Men just suck. But it's not all.
Did you see, speaking of men sucking, did you see, I don't know if you saw, because you don't go on social media like me. I kept getting tagged because that viral photo of us, the before and after.
I'm on Twitter, so yeah,
It wasn't on Twitter. I didn't see it on Twitter, but I know it was happening on Twitter. It blew up again.
Yeah.
And it's fine. It's fine. I didn't bring it up at the time because it was hurting my feelings at the time.
Oh, it hurt my feelings really bad. I had like 3 days that were like really like.
Why didn't you call me? I should have called you because I didn't know if you knew about it either, and I didn't want to ruin your day.
I didn't want to ruin your day or week, but it was like going so crazy on Twitter, and I was like, I looked at the comments like probably
I literally
2 or 3 times.
Don't repeat them to me.
No, I wouldn't. I don't fucking remember any of them anyway, but there was definitely like some really mean stuff on there.
Is somebody with a big account took it and posted it on their Instagram page, like just some random dude, and he like posted it, and the caption was "Big Pharma, the government, and the food industry want you dead." And I was like, "Joke's on you! I'm an alcoholic. I'm literally big because I have a drinking problem. Hi." Like, get off my fucking case. You don't know anything about me.
Yeah. I can't believe I knew that. I felt like you had to have known, but I just like, because it was on Twitter, I was like, she's not on Twitter, so
yeah,
she's not gonna see
but it made its way to Instagram.
Yeah, of course. But yeah, I considered like quote tweeting it for a second to just like, obviously, I was like, maybe bring some. It wasn't really me considering it so much as it was Arend being like, take some of this fucking clout for yourself. Like, look at all those fucking eyes on that tweet. Take some of that for yourself. And so I was like, I was like, I could,
But what you need to understand is it doesn't matter who was in that picture.
Right.
They don't care who's in that picture. They just like to see 2 girls that were skinny and then 2 girls that are fat now. It does not matter who they are.
Those people, but also he was like, your people on Twitter will go so ham for you. Like, you probably have an army of girls on there that if they ever saw something like that of you, they would go ham. But obviously I was like, I don't ever want to see that again. I blocked the person who posted it. I reported the tweet. I did not want to fucking see it. And so I have thought about it, but I had like a 3-day period I guess we haven't really said what we were talking about, but years ago, this picture went viral of us. It's a picture of us when we were,
like one of our first videos.
Literally, we were 18, MacDizzle's 21, 22, whatever.
Yeah.
And
like 7 years later, we have another photo.
Right. It's a more recent photo.
Really bad screen grab too, like where we're both leaned back and like looking crazy.
I'm like
it's a really bad screen grab.
Dude, so bad. So that went viral.
And the first screen grab is really good. Like, it's very annoying.
Yeah, we're leaned forward. You can see forward, my collarbones are like we just.
Do I walk around like this?
Literally. So yeah,
I look like this. This is how my face looks.
Yeah. So this went viral like 4 years ago, I want to say. I was in my apartment, so I know I can remember, you remember things that happened based on where you lived, like in what apartment you lived in. But that was like 4 years ago, and it was hard. It was everywhere. That time it went crazy on Facebook. Facebook was the big one for that time. And it's like, it's viewed millions of times. And so recently.
And it's hard to be the butt of a joke.
It's so, especially when it's your physical appearance. Like,
it's like not something, I'm not a bad person. I didn't do anything mean to someone. They can't troll me for being horrible. Like, it's just my body changed.
Yeah. And it's also a super unflattering picture. So that's even more annoying. I'm like, whatever. So recently, probably about a month ago, somebody added another photo to it. It's us in my office filming.
LOL.
And so Which is so, like, we had
Saw that one
so
too.
much fun filming that episode, and, like,
I know.
it was such a good episode, and it's just so silly. Somebody took a screenshot from that and put it against those other 2 photos, and, yeah, people were just being so mean and saying how fat we are, and just how it was like, yeah, the big thing that I kept seeing is, like, weed. The weed did this, like, don't smoke weed because
Joke's on you.
yeah. Like,
Literally, that's hilarious. I stopped drinking
fucking
alcohol and I lost 40 pounds,
yeah,
so.
right. Literally, Michael Phelps smokes weed. He probably has, like, a 2% fucking body
No,
fat
people love to be
percentage.
like, "Dang, munchies." Nobody ever wants to be like, "Oh, wait, she has a real addiction."
Right,
She has an actual problem with a substance, and that's causing her body to change because her whole lifestyle is fucked up from drinking too much alcohol.
right. Well, I don't know what my excuse would be, but, not an excuse, but I don't know what my
Literally, the amount of loss that you endured.
oh, yeah, okay, yeah, my mom died, so leave me alone.
It's not even about leave me alone. It's like things happen in people's lives and nobody cares.
Yeah.
Nobody cares
Nobody
what we're
takes
going
that
through.
into
Nobody
consideration.
cares that Joya's mom literally was ripped out of her life in one of the most heinous ways it can happen. Like a fucking medical accident. Like, are you
Okay,
fucking kidding me?
I'm like, some people's moms
No, I
get,
get
like
that some people's moms are like murdered and stuff, but
yeah,
like, what the fuck is the difference to me? I don't
yeah.
see the difference.
Me neither.
Like,
My mom's still dead.
she's
Yeah,
still gone, and somebody made a mistake, and that's why.
yeah. Well, yeah, that was really I'm sorry that you had to see that. I was hoping that you never saw it and that you never knew about it and
You
that
know what made me feel better?
what?
Rajul. I
Oh,
showed him
yeah.
and I told him and I said, "Hey, I'm feeling really bad about myself right now." And he laughed and he said, "Babe, they are dick riding you so hard."
That's
Those
really
people
funny.
are dick eating you. Like, they are like, tell them to get off your dick. They're like
Yeah.
obsessed with you. And I was like,
You're right.
"You're right.
Yeah.
They are dick eaters." It's
Yeah.
so on that comment, I didn't actually comment like jokes on you, I'm an alcoholic. I think I commented,
Wow, so
dick
you
riding on a
didn't
sun. I commented. I think I said dick riding on a Sunday is crazy.
Wow. Oh my god, I can't believe. See, yeah, I mean, yeah, you engaging with it is definitely on brand. I went back and forth for like days, like, oh my god, do I say something? Do I
Well, because
not?
I didn't think, and if he did click it, he'd see I look very different now.
Yeah,
Okay, come look, come
yeah.
see that this picture, that fucking thing went viral 5 years ago. Eat my fucking butthole.
Wait,
I
so
know
you
how to
didn't see
dress
the one?
better.
You didn't see the one where they
No,
added
I did
another?
see the current one. Yes,
Oh,
I did.
okay, okay.
Yes, I
We look the same. I'm like, okay, and like, whatever.
did. Guess what? They stayed that size,
Yeah.
and they got better with their hair.
Yeah, I definitely I had a really hard time with that for sure. I was like, I felt like I had definitely a couple of like cry sessions with Adam, and I was like, I felt like every time that I you know when you do that thing where you look into the mirror every time you pass a mirror, like I feel like I was doing that where I was just like
Yeah.
like
Well, no, and because here's the thing, Joya, because I know when you walk by a mirror, you don't usually feel bad about yourself.
not
Okay,
always.
I think when you walk by a mirror, you generally feel okay about yourself, good
Yeah,
about yourself, I would argue, because you have great confidence, great head on your shoulders, and you're a wonderful fucking human being.
thank you,
Why wouldn't you like what's in the mirror?
thank you.
The thing that happens is people make you hate yourself.
Yeah, totally,
And
totally.
it's the people assign value to you based on how sexually appealing you are to them, and they treat you based off of that. And we don't hate ourselves. We don't walk around thinking that we're horrible. We don't walk around thinking that we're disgusting. People make us feel that way.
Mm-hmm.
People say those things to us and make us feel that way.
Right.
And I hope that this is how most people who live in bigger bodies feel. I hope that in general you feel good about yourself. And I hope it's just the world bringing you down. I hope
Yeah,
it's not yourself.
totally.
Because you are not going to find a better ally than yourself in your own brain. And so you really need to learn how to start talking to yourself. Something that I've really worked on this year is how I speak to myself.
Mm-hmm.
Like, I am really, really good at beating myself up.
Mm-hmm.
And I've been trying so hard to not spiral into this negative self-talk. And I really feel like it's manifesting good things in my life. Like, I'm making
Yeah.
healthier decisions. I'm doing better things for myself. I feel better. Like, I stopped drinking. And I feel like that was part of it. Like, being like, gonna go easy on myself in this process. I'm gonna be easy on myself.
Yeah.
You know, like, just go easy on yourselves. I don't want you to
I
feel like
love you so much. I'm so proud of you.
I love you
I
too.
think I'm gonna start my period. This is like the third time I've gotten like teary-eyed today, but
She's gonna cry.
I'm just so proud of you.
Babe,
And
I
it makes
love
me so
you.
happy because like we just like you deserve the world, and I'm just so proud of you that you have like taken the fucking like you're just like you're taking it for
I'm
yourself.
taking my power back.
Yeah. Yeah, but
thank you,
that's
baby.
really good stuff.
Yeah, no, I'm proud. But yeah, I just want the world to know, like, I don't think I'm ugly. I don't think I'm unattractive. I don't think I'm undesirable. I think I'm fucking dope.
Period.
It is other people who make me feel that way. It's other people's words who drag me down. And so I want you to think about that. The next time you say something fucking rude to somebody, they might not hate themselves. Okay? Do you want this person to hate themselves? Ask yourself why. Do they deserve to hate themselves? Did they do something fucking terrible to you? Or are they just existing in a way that you don't like?
Yep.
Like, and I hope that the people who are receiving it, if you are getting bullied in any kind of sense, I hope that you can be your own ally.
Yeah, I hope that you can see past. I feel like a really good, like a realization moment is like, these are when you have people saying mean things to you, whoever they are, those people are not worthy of your energy.
And those people aren't happy.
No, they're
Have
not.
you ever seen a genuinely happy person going around spreading hateful things?
No, it doesn't happen. Yeah, because I think about in our situation, obviously, we're talking about like strangers on the internet. So I think it's also a little easier for us to be like, fuck that person. Like, I don't know you. I'm never going to meet you.
Well, that's not true, because that's when that thing went viral. There were classmates who commented.
You're people that you know?
On Facebook, yeah.
Oh, I think I do remember you saying like somebody. Yeah.
Yeah, it really hurt my feelings.
I think about that too. I think about who, like, because I know, I mean, the tweet was seen 5 million times in a 24-hour period. So who knows how many times it was seen beyond that. And I was thinking about that, obviously. I'm like, who from my, who did I know in my personal life or did know in my personal life?
You know what's crazy? From all that shit that happened on Twitter, I got like somebody found me on YouTube and was like, hey, I saw something really mean on Twitter, and I hope you're not getting too much negativity about that. And that's the only thing I heard about Twitter.
So
that's the only thing I heard.
Somebody commented on one of our episodes. And
I didn't see it.
They were nice. One person commented something nice, and I don't know. Okay, so yeah, like I said, I didn't want you to see it, and so I texted Devin, and I was like,
to delete the comment.
Yes,
that was
one
nice
comment was nice, but there was two that were not nice, and so
I don't want to know those.
I asked Devin. I don't remember what they said, but I asked her to delete them, and then also to delete any future ones that might come up that have anything to do with that. But there was one person who was like, I came here because I saw a really mean tweet about you guys, but I think you're fucking awesome, and I hope that you don't get any more negative,
which is just stupid. Like, we're not racist, we're not pedophiles, we're not hurtful, we don't take money from the government, we don't take money from poor people. We're just two girls smoking weed on the internet, and people literally have so much hate in their heart because they wanted to fuck us in one picture and now they don't want to fuck us in the second picture. Like, what is wrong with you?
Literally never could never.
You'll never get these.
Yeah, like, please be fucking for real. I would never. First of all of those, like 99% of those people are fucking incels. So, and
they're ugly. Like,
yeah, not only would I not fuck you, but like literally 99, literally, like, good luck. If that's what you're going for. Good luck finding somebody. But yeah, that was definitely a hard few days for sure. I'm glad I passed it.
We didn't call each other to talk about it because we wanted to protect the other one. So we just suffered.
Oh God.
Well, I'm glad we can talk. I waited a couple weeks because I was like, all right, once it's gone and she can't find it,
right,
I can talk about it.
Yeah. Oh man, yeah, that's so funny. I'm sad that I hate that it freaking made its way to Instagram. I'm like,
Whatever,
they're
bro. It pops
everywhere.
up every now and then, and
Yeah.
I just like it doesn't bother me in the way that it used to.
Right. I mean, I can't
Because
remember exactly how I think it might have been harder for me this time because, well, I don't know, but because I've been taking care of my body like so well for this year.
no, and it's like, and because like just because there aren't immediate results for them to see, you're like, well, fuck you, you'll fucking see.
Literally, which is so stupid because I'm like, why do I care? Why do I care what they think? And I don't anymore. But in that like 72
But
hour,
the initial knee jerk human reaction is, well, fuck you, you'll fucking see.
literally,
You know?
yeah.
But I don't care. I don't take care of myself for them. I take care of myself so I can feel fucking good and be the good, wonderful, gracious woman that I am.
Period. Yep.
And spread my light in this world.
Yes.
You know what? You want to know something? We gave some people a couple laughs.
We
so
sure
we're
did.
Still doing our fucking thing.
Period.
We brought a lot of people. 5 million people, maybe not 5 million of them got some joy from that picture, whether it be disgusting joy. I don't know why you're finding it that way, but I made you laugh.
Sure did.
And that's my goal in life. So here we are.
Oh my God. You know what, too? I have been seeing, it's been so triggering. Do you know who obviously you know who Georgia Smith is, right? She's a singer.
The singer, yeah.
Yeah. So she has recently been also going viral on Twitter. People are posting like before and after pictures of her. There's like pictures of her from.
Is she small and
she's
big?
bigger now. She's the same body type as us, but she was thin when she got famous. And so I have been seeing that. Like, I think I'm engaging with the ones that are like, fuck you, Georgia Smith is a saint. Like, she's obviously also, she's so, care? I know, literally. But so now that I'm like engaging with the ones that are like, don't fucking touch Georgia Smith, now they're like showing me other ones that pop up. But there was one that went really viral it's her performing. It's like a video of her performing, and she's just bigger than she used to be. And the caption was like, what happened to Georgia Smith?
Do you know how much courage it takes to have your body change in a dramatic way and continue to put yourself out there on the internet knowing that this kind of stuff happens?
Right.
Like that shit went viral 5 years ago, and we're still here giving you content to troll us with. I think that's something we don't think about. Like, it takes a lot of courage
to be on the internet,
a lot of fucking backbone and tough skin to do what we do, Joya. And I want you to pat yourself on the back because
thank you.
It's hard, and you're a lot tougher than you give yourself credit for.
I think so too. I think I've also gained some, definitely in the last, few years. I'm a lot. I can handle more for sure. I definitely used to be a little more
I was definitely more sensitive about it.
Yeah.
Because I was also like, I was really new to being in that body. It was like a new thing for me. I'd only been living in that body for like a year or two, right. Like it was like a steady progression.
I've been getting called fat since I was like 6 years old, probably. Yeah. So I mean, I guess I don't know. I don't remember the first time, but I was always chunky girl. And then even when I wasn't, I was fucking thin. I was skinny, but I was like bigger.
Skinny.
Yeah, I was bigger than I'm just in general, my stature. Like
yeah.
So I was like, I've been bigger than the girls my age for all of my life. So until I got to high school, and then some of them fucking got like 6 feet tall, and I couldn't play volleyball anymore. They're all just
Rachel. It's my sister.
Yeah, right.
Well, she's also been tall her whole fucking life. Like she was taller than all the boys in her class since she was like 7.
Yeah.
Just towering over the boys.
Yes. Oh,
if you look at their school picture, it's like the class and then Rachel.
Oh my God. Wait, this is so funny. When I was in kindergarten, at my like, your little graduation or whatever, my whole family's there. And they did this thing where they took a picture of you at the beginning of school, and then they took a picture of you at the end.
And you had a crazy great growth spurt, huh?
Well, it's better than that even. And this is actually, they're showing this on film, by the way. It's like little film strips that they're showing it on. So shout out millennials. But But my siblings all and my parents, they all said that. They showed my first picture and everybody goes, oh, and they show a picture or whatever. So they showed my first one. And then my second one, I'm wearing a shirt that's too small for me and my belly's out. So I'm like, it's like you can see my belly. And the whole audience goes, oh. They didn't say ew or anything. They just were like they were like surprised. So I did have a growth spurt, and also,
Mama, at such a young age.
I don't remember that.
You weren't there.
No, I don't remember. But yeah, they said that it wasn't like everybody was being like bad.
They were just surprised at the change.
They were like, whoa, yeah,
whoa.
Oh, it's so funny. But
yeah, an angel.
Thank you. I love you.
I love you too. Dang, we were supposed to do something spooky.
Oh, whoops. Enjoy this October episode. Sorry. We were going to do some Halloween.
We didn't bring any spooky content this year.
Sorry.
Well,
it was a great episode, though. Thanks for listening, guys.
Thank you so much for listening. We will see you guys next week. Ooh, make good choices. Be good to yourself. Be good to each other.
Love you. Bye.